Hello, my name is HPerkins, and I'm a master's student at the Chicago School studying biomedical science. Today, I'm going to talk to you about muscle tone. Muscle tone is the natural shape our muscles take when we're at rest and we're not using them. We can increase muscle tone, which is hypertrophy, or we could lose muscle tone, which is atrophy. Hypertrophy is caused by exercising. That's when we increase our muscle mass because of using our muscles. We see this with resistance training. And in resistance training, we're using powerful muscles to short, powerful movements of our muscles to lift weights or as resistance to resistance bands. So with these movements, that what happens in our muscles is that our fast glycolytic muscle fibers start producing more protein. The proteins that they're producing are myosin and actin, and these are used to make more sarcomeres in the muscle fibers. That adds to the diameter of the muscle fiber, and through those cross bridges, that gives us the extra force for the added weight. And as we lift weights or lift resistance, we we increase that resistance, we're steadily increasing our muscle mass, we're increasing the amount of protein, and we're increasing the diameter of the muscle. This is why weightlifters usually use protein, take protein powders and protein shakes so that they have the amino acids that they need to be able to make these extra protein molecules. In atrophy, that's caused by disuse of our muscles, and that can be done by just living a sedentary life. If you're not using your muscles, you're losing your muscles. And so, what we lose actually is the proteins. They start breaking down. And as we have less sarcomeres, we have less strength, and we also have less muscle mass. Another cause of atrophy can be, they see this in outer space, is that there's no gravity to have an initial tension against that muscle. So the muscle becomes totally flaccid, and unless they're actually actively using it. And so we see this with the astronauts. They start losing muscle mass because they don't have gravity to give them the baseline tension, which is what gives us our muscle tone to begin with. So talked to you about muscle tone, I've talked to you about hypertrophy, and I've talked to you about atrophy. Thank you for listening to my presentation.